And by the way, that's one way, the 48.
This is my place.
I'd like to call tonight's Somersworth Planning Board meeting to order. Anna, please call the roll.
Ron LaHoulier.
Here.
George Gilmet. Jeremy Rhodes.
Here.
David Witham.
Here.
Bonnie McNair.
Here.
William Barden. John Splain.
This time I'd like to appoint Mr. Splain as a full voting member for the evening. First item is approval of minutes of September 17, 2025. Does anybody have a motion? Mr. Rhodes.
Motion to accept is submitted.
Motion made by Mr. Rhodes, seconded by Mr. Gilmet. Any discussion? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Abstain. Committee reports. City Council report, Mr. Witham.
Yeah, I'll be brief. Several months ago now, the mayor and I introduced legislation to, in effect, remove Historic District Commission oversight from what I'll describe as infill development within the historic district, and to provide them with more guidance oversight, if you will. That was amended at the city council level rather substantially, really to affect only one item, which was sort of a housekeeping item that we wove into that legislation, which was to define the boundaries of the historic district more clearly through use of a map rather than lot and tax map numbers and things of that nature. So that element of using a map did pass, but the rest of it did not, as it was carved out through amendment. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Witham. Stratford Regional Planning Commission update. Does anybody have anything? Mr. Richardson is not in attendance this evening. Seeing none, we'll move on to 2030 Committee. Again, Mr. Berry is not in attendance this evening. Ms. Crossley, do you have anything to add?
They haven't met in about a year.
And Housing Committee, Mr. Witham.
No report.
Thank you. Next item is old business. Is there any old business to come before the board this evening?
No old business.
Next, we'll go into new business, and at this time, I'd like to appoint Mr. Barden as a full voting member for the evening. Patricia G. Davis Hanson is seeking a voluntary merger for properties located at 77 Indigo Hill Road and 77A Indigo Hill Road, assesses map 08, lot 71, map 08, lot 72. Ms. Crossley, anything to add?
Yep, so this is pretty straightforward. The applicant owns two lots. The lots are abutting. They are looking to merge them. The lots are both located in the R1 district. One of the lots is landlocked without frontage, so that one is non-conforming, which is lot 72. By combining it with lot 71, it becomes a more conforming lot, and the applicant is able to utilize that space. The RSA indicates that the planning board shall approve voluntary mergers unless something conflicts with zoning. There is no conflicting item with zoning to merge these lots.
I thank you. Questions from the board concerning this item? Entertain a motion. Mr. Rhodes?
I move that the request of Patricia G. Davis Hanson for a voluntary merger of properties located at 77 Indigo Hill Road and 77A Indigo Hill Road, assessors map 08, lot 71, and map 08, lot 72 be approved.
Motion made by Mr. Rhodes, seconded by Mr. Gilmet. Any discussion? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion passes. Is there any other new business that may come before the board this evening?
No other new business.
Workshop business, amendment of subdivision regulations, section 22.8, administration and enforcement. Ms. Crossley?
Yep. So House Bill 413 was passed this year. It was effective as of July 1, 2025. It extends the vesting time periods that protect approved subdivision and site plans from changes in local planning and zoning regulations. Currently approved plans are vested from subsequently enacted local zoning and planning amendments if active and substantial work commences within 24 months of approval and the development project is substantially completed within 5 years of approval. House Bill 413 extends these time periods so that substantial work shall commence within 3 years of approval, and the project shall be substantially completed within 7 years of approval. The 7-year and 3-year exemption periods shall apply to any planning board approval granted on or after July 1, 2023, so it's a little retroactive. So this is proposing to amend the subdivision regulations site plan where you're already actively working on amending those. We did not bring in a separate amendment for that. So it just updates section 7 to the now 7-year exemption and respectively updates 5 to 7 and 24 months to 3 years. And we would be looking for a public hearing to amend the subdivision regulations at your next regularly scheduled meeting.
Great, thank you. This
Mr.
time,
Chairman, I'd move that we forward the proposed changes to a public hearing at our next regularly scheduled meeting.
Motion made by Mr. Witham, seconded by Mr. Rhodes. Any discussion? Any other comments from the board? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Motion passes. Communications and miscellaneous.
I just have a couple housekeeping things, but
Go first.
okay. Mine is just a reminder about the survey, which is open until November 1, 2025. If you haven't taken it yet, it is for the master plan chapters, land use, economic development, transportation, and cultural resources. We hope that you've all taken it. Encourage your neighbors, friends to take it. We want to hear from everyone. Even if you feel like your information is not, if you feel like it's not positive, we still want to hear all of your information. So please take it. Save the date. To build on those initiatives from the survey, the City of Somersworth is hosting a community forum at the Somersworth High School on Thursday, November 13th. We'll have some more information coming, but those are going to talk more about the land use chapter, the economic development, transportation, and cultural resources. So we hope as many of you can attend and encourage people that don't normally interact with us. We would love for them to attend and hear their voices. The site plan review regulations, we are looking to hold a workshop for, I understand you guys talked about creating a subcommittee or having a workshop. We're looking to schedule a workshop on Wednesday, October 29th at 5:30. And then for as many of you that can attend to kind of discuss those, use that as the subcommittee workshop, work through those. If that works for the board, yes, it would be here. We can send out more information on that following up next week. And then the last thing I have is the capital improvements program. We will have a workshop before your November meeting. That will be at 5:30. The books are expected to be completed next week and will be available for pickup. Anna will send communications once those books are available for pickup. If for whatever reason you can't come to City Hall during regular business hours, we can accommodate delivering those to you. But we'll have them available for pickup a couple weeks prior to the meeting. I'm good if Dave wants to go.
Thank you. Mr. Witham.
Yes, thank you. If you haven't heard yet, the state of New Hampshire 10-year highway plan has, for all intensive purposes, moved out the Route 108 Complete Streets project perhaps further than we're able to see, certainly beyond the 10 years. The same is true for the major upgrade to the intersection of High, Indigo, and Blackwater roads. Those were both in the state's 10-year highway plan. They are now both well outside of that 10-year plan for funding. It is my understanding that funds still remain to continue some engineering for the Route 108 Complete Streets project, so that engineering will continue to sort of meander through its process until such time as the money for that runs out. The state holds, boy, any number of public hearings, I think well over a dozen public hearings related to the state's highway plan, 10-year highway plan. These are called GASSET hearings, Governor's Advisory Council on Intermodal Transportation. I think that's what the acronym stands for. There are 3 public hearings close to here, all on the same day at different times. October 23rd, 10 a.m. in Durham, 1 p.m. in Dover, 4 p.m. in Rochester. I know that some city staff, including the city manager, plan to offer comment at those, but certainly would invite any planning board members, your members of the community, but actively engaged in the community, to speak here as well. We know about the intersection. It's a busy intersection. And Route 108, Complete Streets, I think speaks for itself. It's a growing commerce center. We know now that the allowance potentially to build, apartment buildings in that corridor would generate significant pedestrian traffic. So sidewalks are part of this Complete Streets. There are no sidewalks currently. I think most people are well familiar that the new district courthouse that's currently in downtown Rochester is being relocated just this side of Skyhaven Airport, so just beyond our city line with Rochester. So Route 108 continues to be a hub of economic activity for our community, certainly, but I'd argue for Dover and Rochester as well. So pushing this out seems to make no sense to me, but we need to let our state officials know, and that's what these public hearings are for. So I just wanted to flag those for planning board members. Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to welcome Mr. Richardson. We're at the Communications and Miscellaneous. I don't know if you could share with us any Stratford Regional Planning Commission updates.
Well, Dave just said everything I was going to say.
All right.
For the most part.
You can tip me not much.
Yeah, no. He's absolutely right about the Route 108 corridor and all the things that we haven't had developers do along the corridor because of this plan for Route 108, sidewalks and lighting and all that other kind of thing for intersections, bus stops. Anyway, all those things we haven't addressed because of that. And Route 108 continues to develop. It's going to need all the help it can get, and to put it out for longer term really doesn't make any sense. It's only going to hurt things. One other part of that whole plan is also the what's the word I'm looking for? The study of whether or not exit 10 is part of that. And as I've said here before, Route 108 is developed just nicely on its own without exit 10. And, when they're talking about the money about it, I really wonder if we could take that money from, what is the word what are they calling that? For
10-year highway plan.
Well, yeah, no, but the study for exit 10, there's a name for it and I forget what it is. But anyway, instead of putting the money towards that, removing that money and reducing the cost of Route 108 a little bit by doing so. Because besides, Rochester is built in the area that we were talking about for the exit anyway. So it just seems to be a shot in the dark with that, with that part of the plan, to me. So I think it is important, if people can't get to the hearings, that they at least inform the Department of Transportation exactly it is what their thoughts on all of this is. So that's the only thing I would add.
Right, thank you. Any other communications or miscellaneous? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. I was waiting for the 15-minute mark because it just is a cool number.
Motion made by Mr. Witham to adjourn, seconded by Mr. Gilmet. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Thank you very much.